So you're thinking about taking a trip to China, and you're just not sure where to start with all the planning. Now, I do recommend that if you have any interest in China at all, that you do come here, pay it a visit, see everything that it has to offer. You won't regret it. But here are a few simple things that you should consider doing or downloading onto your phone or purchasing before arriving in China. Now, the first thing that I'll tell you what you should do is download the Chinese app called WeChat or Alipay. Now, these are very, very convenient apps. WeChat especially is known for being almost like a messenger app. It's like a messaging app, plus like a Facebook, and a way to pay everything. You can even book tickets, book movie tickets. Just everything is done through this app. And I believe at the moment, they made it pretty easy for foreigners or people without a Chinese national ID to connect their credit card to this app. Now, a few other apps that really come in handy with the whole getting around China and just making your life easier and more convenient. One is called dianping. Now, this whole app is in Chinese, but you can use like Google Translator, another translate service. So what this app does is it will recommend to you maybe good restaurants to eat at or good sites around the different cities within China. Now, it can be difficult to use if you don't have any level of Mandarin at all, but for those of you that do have a little bit of Mandarin practice, this app can really help in your everyday just getting around. Another one that you can book train tickets, plane tickets, any transportation tickets that you need is called trip.com. Now, this one I use quite frequently whenever I'm traveling. This is what I use to book any train tickets, high-speed rail, hotels. This is what I use. It saves you a lot of headaches when you're getting around this country, which you're gonna run into a lot of hurdles, but these things should help you out. Another thing that I'll recommend that you do always is carry your passport on you. You won't need to show it everywhere, but whenever you go to take any transportation like a train or a plane, or if you simply want to go into many museums across the country, they do require you to hand your passport over where they will make a copy of it. This is also done whenever you check into different hotels. I've never had that happen in other countries. Every hotel that you go to, you will be required to hand over your passport, and they'll take it, make photocopies of it. They register you with the local police department. This is something that kind of caught me off guard whenever I first encountered it, but it's part of the status quo, and you're visiting their country, so that's just how it is. Another piece of advice that I will offer up is to never travel whenever it's a Chinese holiday, because in China everyone is off for those same weeks, everyone in the country, and everyone travels, and the prices for everything, the hotels, the flights, the food, everything skyrockets, and it's just people everywhere. So I've been living here for 5 years, more than 5 years now, and we've only made that mistake once of traveling during a Chinese holiday, and it was one of the worst experiences that we've ever encountered. Now, if you are thinking about coming to China on your next vacation, I do really suggest that you check out the city of Chongqing. Now, this city is arguably the biggest city in the world with 36 million people. Now, if you do find yourself coming here, I suggest that you check out Chongqing Tours. Now, Chongqing Tours is a great place to start planning your vacation within Chongqing. They offer a wide variety of tours. and they will gladly help you out with any questions that you have with planning your trip to Chongqing. So if you're thinking about it, give them a look. You won't regret it. Again, Chongqing Tours. 可以说 hello 吗 ？Hello。别不好意思。再见。One other thing, if you're planning a trip to China, don't forget to look into a VPN. So if you plan on purchasing or having an eSIM or a local SIM card or a local number, once you have that on your phone, you won't be able to access social media such as Instagram, Facebook, no Messenger, WhatsApp. A few VPNs I can recommend are like NordVPN, Astral VPN, there's ExpressVPN. All these are pretty good. They do all cost money. However, I know that you can find some good, reliable VPNs for free. Just check out your app store. This is something that I strongly suggest that you do before you arrive in China. So a few other things that I can recommend that you do before you arrive in China is maybe take a few courses, classes, and learn some basic Mandarin phrases. These will really help you out, and local people will really appreciate that you put a little bit of time in before you came to learn their language and a little bit about their culture. And I think this goes with pretty much every country that you visit. One other thing before I forget is that if you go into a toilet here in China, public toilet or anything, you will need to bring your own toilet paper. So always carry a little package of Kleenex or some napkins with you, just in case. And finally, the last thing that I'll mention here today, but definitely not the least important, is whenever you come, try everything. Don't be afraid, be a little adventurous, try all the food, and just remember to have a lot of fun and be kind. Locals here are always willing to help you if you're lost or whatever you need. So just be kind to them and they'll be kind to you in return. So I hope this video helps you in your trip planning to China. Don't be afraid to pull the trigger on it. Just do it. You won't regret it. I hope you found this video at least a little bit informative. So with that, we'll see you in the next one.